We're live. As Kara Quinn said, late for the last day before the 7-week vacation. What's wrong with the younger generation?
Vacation. Hmm. That would be something.
Rob isn't taking a vacation in his entire life.
I'm sure I took one or two.
Remember that one time you did try to take a vacation in Colorado when you came to visit me, and then you stayed at the Fire Eagle Lodge and you bought an Xbox and Call of Duty to treat yourself to a fucking vacation in the mountains of Colorado in the winter in this shitty cabin in the mountains with barely any Wi-Fi. You couldn't download any updates, and you were so mad.
Can't remember if I think David helped me get that working,
Yeah,
if I recall.
yeah. I think he like took it to his house for you, right?
There was something. That was so long ago. Gosh. I mean, we're talking,
We're talking like 2014, bro.
yeah, like 12, 15 years ago. Um
That's the last time you took a vacation.
it's probably true. No, I think like I went to the beach like last May or maybe the May before, and GW decided to have a random preview that weekend, like out of nowhere. That was super fun. So I still had to work. Mm,
Garrett Russell says no sound, and I was like, no, we have sound. He just figured it out.
oops.
Kalini's tuning in. Easy peasy. What's up, brother? This is the last podcast of the year. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
Sorry I'm late. I forgot to order to go and I had to wait for my girlfriend because I did not order her food because I'm a dummy.
Yeah, should know better.
Yep. But we made it. We got it straight. I may have also called the cops on my new neighbor. Um,
You called the cops?
yeah, so like there's this house, like two houses down, that's been basically deserted since like last summer, not this summer, last summer. And the guy passed away and his brother was living there. Well, long story short, I thought it was in like an estate thing, but apparently it might have gone to uh foreclosure, and there's been a car parked there, but no power or anything. It's been the weirdest thing.
Oh,
So like,
somebody's living in that house? Tight.
yeah, so like a lot of ladies in the neighborhood, see, what you got to do is you got to get in tight with all the dog walkers because they know everything that's happening in the neighborhood, and they will tell you about it, and they will tell you if they are upset. And if the dog walkers are upset, you have to handle it because they might not be able to handle it themselves. So yeah, I called the cops. I drove by and I was like, "Yeah, that looks sus," and called the cops. And, and come to find out, he might be there might be a new actual owner involved, and the power just isn't on yet because that's how it goes when you buy a foreclosure, I guess. But yeah,
I mean,
this isn't the neighborhood to be doing
I mean, I mean,
that.
ultimately, it was just like a wellness check at that point.
Yeah, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's tight.
This is not the neighborhood to be randomly showing up.
So, what are we gonna do for tonight's show?
I think I sent you some stuff.
Send me some show notes.
I think so. I hope so.
Let me
I've
check.
got some notes.
Let me check my email.
It's been
It's funny. You remember how I used to be able to do this just like off the cuff, and now that you've made me dependent on show notes, I can't.
I mean, I think the show is better organized
No,
personally.
I agree. I just lost the skill. I know. All I have is
We all have to evolve.
all I have is Matt Aaron's episode.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just checked my email. Search for.
Firelight painting? No, I
Yeah,
shared it with you.
I sure.
Here,
I
I'll
look.
copy the link.
I have no email notification.
Well, that I can attest to. Google's
All right, I got it.
Cloudflares and stuff.
Best Warhammer models to paint and why. Ooh, this is good.
I thought so.
That's good. My
I
late my
think I think we all have our favorites.
for sure. So
I
my
know I know you got favorites for various reasons.
So my wife is sitting on the on my gaming rig off to the left, laying back. She recently painted her first model, which I'll talk about.
Nice.
It's not done yet, but she got really far in like 3 hours, shockingly. So she has a favorite model to paint for sure. It's a Chaos Terminator. Maybe I should let
That's
her.
one of
Maybe I should let her talk on it.
yeah.
You want to talk about your Chaos Terminator and his little hand? She loves lightning claws.
I love little hands.
Yeah, she calls them little hands. And so I have a squad of warp talons. And when she went to LVO, and every time I put the unit down, she's like, "I love those guys with their little hands." Every fucking time, she loved them. So she has a lightning claw, like a guy I built with a lightning claw and a combi weapon. Chaotic Benny says you should chime in on it.
No. Just tell me that it's Karomi inspired.
It's Karomi inspired.
And that's all they gotta know. It's your pocket.
She airbrushed it, everything, bro. Turns out she's actually, like, I thought she didn't know how to do any like hobby, and then she was like, "I've been a teacher for 17 years, bro."
Dude, ladies are good at
She's
at
like-
painting and hobbies.
She's like, "I teach like basically arts and craft for 17 years." I was like, "Ah, this makes sense." Like,
It's all starting to make sense now.
I was like, "Okay, you're way better at this than I was. That's for damn sure."
Oh man, we need to talk about them Ultramarine. I'm surprised they didn't win over the weekend.
Yeah. All right.
Rules update.
All right, let's start.
got-
Let's start this when you're ready, and we can just crank through this since we're late.
Yeah, my bad.
I'm good, brother. Not a problem.
It's been a bit of a day. It's pretty wild when there's more news from Atomic Mass Games than Games Workshop in a week. Like, it's a little interesting. You got some news about Bourbon and Bolters, right? Should we shout out B-Hawk or
Is
we
that the
waiting
name?
on
Is that the name? No, we're down. Like, let's shut them out.
Yeah.
I got to make a new commercial for them. But
Yeah, apparently that's going to be like a first of the year thing.
Okay.
I gotta do another meeting. They want to come back over and check it all out.
yeah, I'm cutting a new video too for Bourbon and Bolters.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, like we'll talk on that. Yeah, Caddy Painting actually got an email from their new social media manager today, and I imagine they're sending me some wizard butt paints. Kara Quinn has the new chair. Yes, it's good.
A lot of things in flux out there. A lot of things in
I
flux.
have a video for this too. That I have to. It's in draft approval right now with and a seat. A video on the new chair. Well, I'll talk briefly on the new chair because that's big news, right? Because we've been using Secret Labs the whole time, right?
Yeah, I think you have. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a little wild with chairs. Might have a chair problem. That's my problem.
Rob has a chair addiction.
Not addiction. I just had to did a lot of research, did a lot of things, found what I needed for me.
Got a chair for like a folded up lizard man in a skin suit.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
do you joke? I got my fireplace ready to go. I got my humidifier ready to go. It dipped down to 29 last week.
bro, I'm having your thing now.
What's that?
The fucking post nasal drip when I sleep.
That's just sleep apnea, bro.
Bro, this is how Rob used to have to sleep, baby. We used to do hotel rooms, and he would literally sleep in the chair.
How about we ask him how he fixed it?
He
Yeah, I had sleep apnea and I didn't
Yeah, he was
Didn't
sleep
realize it.
because like and so like now, it's like allergy season or something.
Yeah,
And
there's that.
and I guess like now I realize this happened to me when like at my parents' house too, and I just blamed it all on the cats. But now it's like it just started in November, like late October, and it's just like only at night as soon as I start to lay down, I get the post nasal drip, and all I do and it makes me want to cough uncontrollably. That's it, and so therefore I can't sleep, and it's only right now, and I always think of you when you're sitting in the chair because you can't lay down, and I'm like that's me now. And it's funny because then, so I stopped blaming the cats and I started blaming the environment. Well, today I went to the vet to pick up a neighbor's cat who just got spayed,
Mm.
right? I had to help him out. Bro, literally, I walked into the office and the cough instantly. The nasal drip and the cough. I had to like, excuse myself out of the office and clear my throat, and then it went away. Then when the cat was ready, I walked back in, started coughing again. I was like, it is the fucking cats. It's the, and then I Googled it. They're like, even pet allergies, which could be like mild, will be exacerbated this time of year because of other allergens. So I'm straight up allergic to cats, bro.
I started doing that alarmy spray. Like
Allermy
yeah,
spray.
yeah, it's like it kind of looks like this. This is something different. This is a Neomed nasal gel. This is for when I get a dry nose in the winter. And but the Alarmy it's a prescription dealio. It's a monthly subscription prescription.
Send
And
me a link to that.
okay. And they ask you like you have to fill out this questionnaire and then like an actual pharmacist like looks at what you said and like writes you a script for like specific to you. And I thought it was bullshit, but like I know two other people that did it and they have a completely different script than what I got. So I was like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
And it helps. And it's not that bad. And they send you a thing of saline, like super high pressure, like not high pressure, but like the saline. So you just like
More pressure, better.
yeah, you don't like actually rinsing out your nose helps, I found. Um but yeah, it could help.
Now that I'm in my 40s, I'm just a straight bitch ass. Is that the link?
Yeah.
Let me send that to my lady.
Yeah, that's
We had a discussion today, and it turns out I can't do certain adult things, and
oh,
I just need to understand that she is a better grown up than I am.
Work together. We are a team.
okay.
And so when it comes to if this is the medicine I need to just immediately send a link to her, or I will just die.
You probably have to fill out the questionnaire though.
Well, she's gonna schedule this for me, put it in our calendar, and then she's gonna set up a day that I do it. That's
Mm.
she's gonna make it so I do it. I have healthcare now, dude. Like real healthcare.
Oh, that's clutch.
Like I've been to a doctor and shit.
Yeah, open enrollments right now. If you you know,
We got married, bro. Like I have like her healthcare now.
Hmm.
I had like the hobo shit, dude. He was bad.
Yeah,
Did I tell
I
you?
have
Did I tell you?
the
So I went in because like I was having like an IBS thing, and they were like, "Well, maybe you have like it's just an acid thing." I was like, "Well, I did have an acid problem back in my 30s, like red sauce and stuff." She gave me an acid pill, fixed it, cleared it right up. I was like, "That's cool." It only cost me like $80, but then she was like, "Well, maybe we should get an endoscopy. Like, could be something else." I was like, "Tight, yeah, let's do that, bro." She sets it all
yeah.
up for me. I go in. Well, I don't go in. They call me. They're like, "Yeah," and it'll be like $3,000, by the way.
Yep.
I was like, so what now? They're like, yeah, your deductible's like $8,000, dude. Like you got to pay us $3,000. And I was like, I had a tummy ache, dude. I'm good. They're like, yeah, we get that all the time. I was like, bro, healthcare's a scam, dude.
It's going a certain way. Yeah. All right, I got some notes. We're gonna talk about some Black Friday sales. Shit's getting wild out there. I've never seen nothing like it before. All right, you ready, bro?
Yes, sir.
I don't even. Where's the fucking video? There it is. All right. Where's the chat? Did you send me chat?
Does that old link
No.
work? See if that old link
Man,
works.
I don't know. I'm flying blind. I need to get something. Oh, chat, that one.
That old link.
I need to get my own restream.
It takes 2 seconds to do, dude.
Well, you know, sometimes 2 seconds is too much.
That's fair. I agree. I live my life by that.
To wait till the last second only takes a second.
So does that chat work? Do you see people in there?
Not yet. Nobody's actually said anything. Maybe it's not the right one. Who knows?
I'm gonna say something.
There it is.
You got
Somebody
it.
said
Okay.
something.
It works. Okay.
Hi.
Waiting for you. Last show of the year. Let's go.
This is the Long War. I'm Rob Bear. Joining me once again is my partner in crime, Kenny Boucher. What's up, dog?
Yo, dog. Great to be here.
So we have been. First of all, what is this? 496. We are 494. We're like basically 6 episodes from 500.
Yeah, I said I'd shave my beard at 500.
Well, you're gonna have to shave it in January.
Yeah, because this is the last show of the year. We're definitely taking the longest break we've ever taken.
I don't feel like that's unfair.
No, well, we've been doing this for so long. We just know the analytics. So sorry to some of the people out there who still listen to this and still have time for this on their drive to work until the new year. But the math is just, it's a sunk cost fallacy to actually broadcast this through this time of year.
Well, yeah, and I think a lot of shows go on hiatus too. So I don't feel like it's unfair. You know, especially the day before Thanksgiving, like everybody's out hanging out with everybody from their hometown.
Yeah.
From what I've seen.
It's chill. It's sorry. You know, like, I know Easy Peasy is upset. Like, it's that, like, some other people. I'm sorry, but
Fair.
let me say, like, it does warm my heart to know that we will be missed. Like,
Yes.
that we work our asses off. We're doing this thing, and it's not just us screaming to the void. We've got people who rely on us, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Sorry that we're gonna leave you without a dope beat to step to for a little bit, but
Yeah.
we'll be back January. No worries.
Think you have a hobby question in there to answer a little later. So yeah, I feel like this is a good episode because we're going to talk about like our favorite Warhammer models to paint and various questions, but also we have there is currently, I have 31 Black Friday sales, hobby sales to mention. Well, I'll mention the companies. You can go check out the article for yourself. I probably have 20 more already that some go live on Friday and some go live on Black Friday next week. So there is probably the most amount of sales I've ever seen in 16 years of doing this.
It's definitely like, it's almost always one of your most like visited articles per year.
Yes. And I mean, it's good that there's like incredible values out there for folks, but it's kind of, I think, telling of the economy a little bit. That this is kind of where we're at. So it's good and bad for me, you know, because we like giving everybody that value they need, but it also seems like a lot of folks are trying to make some money this year at the end of the year, because it's definitely not getting any easier. I don't know if y'all been following along with like the tariffs and all that stuff, but like, you know, Pop Goes the Monkey, for example, their stuff comes out of Canada, and you know, he had a really interesting post today about, you know, testing the tariffs and stuff coming over from Canada. And so I haven't talked to him in a while. I hope he's doing okay, but you know, it seems like there's a lot of folks out there not doing so well. I know a lot of folks in Europe aren't shipping over, so it's a whole thing right now. But that being said, there's still a lot of hobby fun. There's still a couple of weeks left in the month. If you are looking forward to a lot of sales, well, they're going to be happening in the next 2 weeks.
Facts.
And we have a new sponsor for the podcast. I guess we need to talk about too.
Yeah. So Bourbon and Bolters, which we've been talking about, guys, for months. So this is the last time we'll be able to talk about it here on the show before January. Where we have 19 out of 24 positions filled in the event. The sponsorship is looking stacked beyond, like, I mean, if you like, you have the stuff in your at your facility, but like Game Envy alone sent like the new exemplar wet pellet, full brush set, and water cup. That's every guy's swag bag. Like Monument Hobbies sent a paintbrush set, 3 paints, and a model. Every guy walks in with that. You know what I mean? Like we got Army Painter coming in. I just talked to Adam today, and so everyone's gonna get their mediums and their washes. So it's so stacked, right? But that's the hobby side, right? That's just walking in. That's your swag bag, bro. We're not talking. But remember, Bourbon and Bolters,
Also mystery boxes.
right? Oh yeah, we got Spiky Bits coming in with the mystery boxes. I mean, dog, you guys need to bring an extra luggage at this point. I'd asked Rob today if like an expedition was big enough to even drive this shit. We might have to rent a U-Haul. Just swag, dude. This is just free. This is the merch you get to walk in, dude. Like it's crazy. So, but bourbon, we have
Bourbon.
an official bourbon of Bourbon and Bolters,
Well, of Long War too.
and by extension, the Long War. Rob, tell us about them, please. Why are they so interesting and deserving of this prestigious position? As our first liquor sponsor, and it's bourbon, which is very important to us.
Yes.
Why them? What's interesting about these guys?
So there's a new distillery in town. Well, I say new. It's about 2 years old, give or take. And it's called Bee Hawk. Like B,
Like
the letter
Blackhawk.
B as in yes, like Blackhawk.
Like Blackhawk.
And
So is this a veteran owned and operated situation?
it is. And the so it's owned by some folks that people might not know by name, but have been they're obviously prior service. And I think the big thing that most people that are listening to this podcast or the show live would resonate with is if you're familiar with a movie called Black Hawk Down. The let's see, how do I put this? So the one of the combatants in the Battle of Mogadishu, which wasn't necessarily like the movie, opened this distillery with his wife, who's also prior service, and as a way to honor the folks from the battle, but also to give back to the community here and the military community in general. And I thought it was a good match for what we do here, because most people have seen that movie or are familiar with what went down. And I was like, hey, I think this is a good, this is kind of a good opportunity here. Y'all are a newer business and getting ready to do some really exciting things in the next year. And, would you be interested in doing this? And it turns out they were. So that's really cool. You can definitely look it up to find out more for yourselves if you're interested in that. And we'll be talking about it a lot more in the future. But
Tell me
yeah.
about this tribute room that you told me about. I found that to be because, like, anything veteran owned and operated is kind of like virtue signaling at this point. You know what I mean? Like, everyone wants to have someone in their corner that's doing that, right? But
Sure.
this is the most baller shit I have ever heard of.
Um, so yeah, I mean, obviously, if you've, if you, if you're familiar, well, even if you just, haven't read the book or not super familiar with history, you might have seen the movie, and you obviously know that the Battle of Mogadishu was a rather big deal for the United States Army, and so one of the things they have on site in the distillery is what they call a tribute room, and it's basically, it talks about the battle. Currently, it talks about the Battle of Mogadishu, and kind of everything that went down there. And um, while you're there, you get to try their different offerings and things. And they have a couple different bourbons. They're all very good, and but they're changing it up. It's been about I guess they've been there about 2 years now, going on this spring. And in the future, they're going to be changing up the tribute room to not be focused on Mogadishu, the Battle of Mogadishu, and kind of more focused on um, another military recipient of a high award, Medal of Honor, of course. And that I don't really know how much I'm allowed to say about that, but
No, that's good. The way what you're telling us is what we need to know. So they have like a museum level like room that pays homage to an engagement.
yeah,
Now, so obviously they're new. So their first room, their first tribute experience is based on their namesake. But that is
right,
not the limit. It's going to be a rotating
yeah,
action, which I find so awesome. It's not just, hey, we're veterans, give us money. It's we're veterans, we're honoring veterans. They're in a veteran town,
hmm,
right? And they're creating something amazing and paying absolute tribute to their own actual ideals that they stand behind. And it is a baller
right,
aspect. It's so baller. Like, I'm beyond happy to have these guys on board. They're providing enough bottles that I think pretty much every one of our attendants is gonna have like at least a bottle to bring home. Like,
yeah,
it's a nut. It's a not. It's a pretty substantial contribution to the event and the style
mhm.
that we're trying to bring at Bourbon and Bolters. So, like, B-Hawk is our first liquor sponsor in all these fucking years. We've tried before and
That
failed.
was, Kenny, you said this is how we know we're legit.
Yeah, we thought we had it way back, but we didn't. So we have our first liquor sponsor, B-Hawk. That's a North Carolina, veteran owned, Rob's hometown. Coming in, the official bourbon of Bourbon and Bolters. So bourbonbolters.com. We have their logo on the site, links to their website.
Yep.
Check it out.
Yeah, and we'll be talking a lot more about what they got going on here in the future. And they're very nice folks. They're always out talking to everybody, and entertaining anybody that comes in. You can do the tour, which is really cool. You learn all about how
Bro,
bourbon's made.
what an awesome tour to go on.
Yeah,
Can we
because it
can we
ends up.
go on it when we're at your
Y-
house?
Yeah, probably. I still have one ticket, but we can get more tickets, and you get a rocks glass as part of it, and they take you through the whole thing. There's laws of bourbon.
There are.
It's a whole thing. So it's a
Matt in chat, yes. Do we need a beer sponsor? We actually also have a beer sponsor.
yeah. Actually, Matt plays, from what I understand, plays down here at the local store. Um, at Bazooka. I've heard of this individual. I have not met him yet, but yes, I think he plays AOS.
We will be in contact if we have enough room in our U-Haul. He says we can donate a keg or two.
Yeah, Clouds Brewing's up in Raleigh. Oh, I guess he said that. Anyways,
Yeah.
um, Yeah, they actually it's on tap in most places here in town, as a matter of fact.
We about to get drunk.
We will not have time to go back up to Raleigh, but maybe maybe we can meet Matt somewhere.
Maybe Matt can meet us. Maybe Matt can pick me and Arthur up at the airport. Well, actually, we have a rental actually. So I don't know. Maybe we can link up because we're getting a rental at the airport and driving to your house. I think.
True.
So like, yeah, this is also like a big deal, guys, for me. Like, I'm actually more excited about this event than I've been excited for an event in a long time. So all it took was throwing my own shit with my crew, and it lets me be in the same room as Rob more than once a year. Visit his house. He's putting us up. It's really exciting. I get to be in the same room as Mike Haspel for the first time in years,
That'll be fun.
and many others. Like it's beyond exciting. So like, hope you guys can be a part of it. There's like 4 tickets left, something like that. But yeah, that's the big ad spot for B-Hawk. Rob, were you on news?
Yeah, I got some news. It's not a whole lot because well, G-Dub ain't doing shit. Which I guess is to be expected given the current state of things. So I guess we didn't really talk about it last week, but yes, the battle forces were super allocated. No one knows why, but if you're looking to get any of the Christmas battle forces, chances are they might be all sold out, but you could always maybe score some local at a store, give or take. Depending on where you might be able to find them. The this week's pre-orders, I don't really super expect to be really allocated because they're basically like the unlocked paywalls and things. But I guess we'll kind of cross that bridge when we get to them. Atomic Mass Games had their mini extravaganza on Saturday where they previewed new releases for Star Wars Legion, Shatterpoint, and also Marvel Crisis Protocol. Also, new rules updates for MCP and Legions as well, which is really cool to see. I feel like Shatterpoint really didn't get a whole lot. They got some stuff. They're like, hey, here's some stuff, but it wasn't really as much as like Legion and MCP, unfortunately. But MCP is definitely looking pretty fresh with a lot of releases coming out. If you're into the Marvel scene, tabletop wargaming, it's very exciting. And also Legion was interesting, I suppose, because they put out a lot of, and what's really nice about AMG is they put out a lot of like downloadable content. If they do updates, you can download it, you can print it out, all the game aids, everything you need, it's always there. You can buy the packs if you want. It's kind of optional. So I love to see that, because not everybody wants to print stuff out. Not even everybody has printers anymore, from what I understand. I'm a weirdo, but sometimes you want to buy the card packs too. I get it, but it's really cool to see a company doing kind of both, basically, at least so you can get the content you need. So going forward, there's definitely new roadmaps and new releases coming out for all 3 of those games. So check them out. We covered it over on the site. I don't know why AMG took down, and maybe they put them back up. Maybe they're editing them, but I didn't look today. I was a little busy. But as of yesterday, they didn't have up any of their streams or any of their anything on YouTube with basically what they showed off. It was all secondhand, and their posts on their site did not include everything that were in the streams, unfortunately. So it was, unless you watched it live or you got the coverage from somebody who watched it live, it's going to be hard to kind of follow along until they put out their new version, unfortunately. So there's that. There's new Joy Toy pre-orders. They just unveiled today that there's going to be a Dark Angels wearable cosplay helmet, which is cool. I guess maybe they'll do it for a lot of chapters. Who knows? I thought the Space Marine 2 one was cool, but now it looks like we're at least going to the first Legion. Maybe we'll see more. Also, they put out a couple pre-orders last week for Space Marine 2 miniatures, not Titus, but some other supporting characters, as well as the Domitar from Iron Warriors. If you're familiar with Horus Heresy,
That's your shit.
Yeah, like the Domitar is cool. It's the little murder robot, Perturabo's bodyguard guy. So there's that too. Let's see what else we got. Obviously, lots of pre-orders this week for Games Workshop. I mean, Terminator, Assault Squad, Farron, Arios, Old World, Chaos Marauders, which look great. I I was really impressed when I saw this because looking back at the old Chaos Marauders from 20 years ago with their big fists and big heads, these things are appropriately sculpted.
They're thick.
Everything's the right appropriate ratio. They look like straight up Vikings, like Chaos Vikings, like coming to pillage. And if that's your thing, and you're playing Old World, these models are definitely for you. I'm kind of jealous when cool stuff comes out because I'm like, man, I really want that model, but I'm like, I got nothing to do with it. I don't play Old World. You know, it's just like you used to buy everything, and now you just like, oh dang, that looks dope.
I only
But I'm
buy
like,
what I need. I don't fuck around anymore.
I'm not gonna buy it. Same with a lot of Atomic Mass games. All right, well, let's get to some sales. Because like I was saying, right now on our Black Friday post, one of our highest traffic posts of the year, there's 31 current sales that we've collated together that are active right now. Got a lot more to go to be added on Friday and a lot more for next week. So let me just run it down real quick. So there's a sale from Dice Head Games, Reptilian Overlords, J15 Games, Victoria Miniatures, Attila Forge, 3D Archive, Frontline Gaming, Puppets War, My Mini Factory in general, Only Games, of course, which is their print side, Deadly Print Studios, War Games Atlantic, Great Tide Studio, BW Terrain and Forge, Baron of Dice, Tabletop Terrain, Green Stuff World, Anvil Industry, the Collector Store, which is a great place to get not only your Warhammer miniatures, but also any tabletop card games. They got a really good selection of Magic cards, Pokemon, etc. Miniature Market, Noble Knight Games, Battle Bling, Battle Builder, Gamers Guild AZ, another great place to get all your gaming stuff. Liber Demonica, Entertainment Earth, Eldritch Foundry, Scale 75, Table War, Fabricator's Lair. And then we've got, of course, our list for the best 40 Warhammer gifts for any occasion, best magnets for Warhammer walls, best airbrush compressors, our mystery boxes, top miniature storage cases and transports, best airbrushes, and just in general Warhammer stuff to buy for Christmas, mostly Battle Forces, which pretty much sold out right now. But yeah, lots more sales coming. Plenty of things to look out for. And I got a little show and tell here too, if we got a second. So Frontline sent me a package of stuff. Some of it I like. So they've got 3 new tournament terrain sets. They come in these nice square, pretty much same size as Warhammer unit box. So they got 3 new pre-painted MDF sets of terrain. One's called Grimspire, one's called the Frontline Outpost, and Necrotic Tomb. They have mats that accompany them that match pretty well. If you've seen my unboxing review of the District 13 set, these are basically the same. Like they go together, they're reversible. You can, take them apart, put them back together, so you can pretty much make any of the layouts out there. And they come with the little outline mats as well, the layout mats, which is really cool. So, and they also come with the objective circles too, which is also nice. Now, normally, I think these are like $200, but the new configuration they got down to like 149, and I think they're like 112 on sale right now with their Black Friday weekend thing, which is pretty good. They also put out a wet palette, which, I mean, everybody and their mom has a wet palette. I mean, what do you want me to say about this? Like, it's $16 on sale. So I guess if you're like, yo, I really haven't got a wet palette yet, I just want a wet palette. I want a cheap wet palette. Any wet palette to do, they're all basically the same. This is the wet palette for you because it's $16. but I have not used it yet. It looks fine, but there's plenty of other, we're spoiled for wet palette choices when it comes to things like
So
that
many
these
wet
days.
palettes.
So many. They also put out a cutting mat, and I know you're like, why are you showing me a cutting mat? Because this cutting mat is super useful. It has base sizes.
Oh
I don't know
shit.
about you guys. Not everybody has a calibrated eye. And you get like these random size bases, and you're like, what the F size base is this? Like, I need a
Not
6
everyone has that little tool that you have. What is that thing called?
eyeballs.
No, that thing you have in your drawer that you have because you're an engineer.
Oh, a micrometer.
Yeah, not everyone has a micrometer, dude.
That's true. They don't. So you can you can just size up the base. They got ovals and they got rounds over here. This is super useful. Like, I'm like, why did they send me a game mat? And then I looked at it, I was like, oh my god, this is so good. I need it. So maybe think about getting this one.
That's pretty good. Frontline Gaming
I-
bringing the heat, dog.
I was really impressed with that. Now, last but not least, I lost it. Oh, here it is. They have a laser line, horizontal line thing. And I know you're thinking like, okay, we've seen this before.
Laser lines suck, dude.
I feel what you're saying, but this is the most intense laser line I've ever seen. This
Like-
is,
Oh, it's like a self-defense laser.
bro, this thing is bright AF. Like, this is it's daylight in here, and this, you can see it on my hand.
Yeah, it's like
And
one of
I
those.
look
It's
like I have
literally like a
lightsaber on my-
self-defense laser. Have you seen those? Like when you shine them in a dude's eyes and he's just like straight permanently blind.
Do not shine this in anybody's eyes.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you will have no problem seeing line of sight with this thing right here. And it doesn't have batteries. It unscrews and it literally
Charges.
has a USB charger.
Nice.
So I was pretty impressed with this one too. I was like, okay,
Frontline
And-
Gaming bringing some real game aids. Game aids are your favorite, dude.
they really are. I lost a little lock for this. They have a little lock that you can put on it to I'll
Remember
show
that?
Cal
Remember that
find
one
it.
time for like 10 years I spelled game aids the wrong way.
Man, you and every language model out there, nobody seems to know what the right way is anymore. I don't even know. But yeah, I lost a little lock. That's okay. Don't lose your lock. It wastes a lot of batteries. But anyways, so I was really impressed with most of the stuff here. Yeah, just in time for the holidays. And I'm sure we talked about it earlier. Monument Hobbies has some new products coming out as well that will be hitting shortly.
Well,
That's basically
thank you for the update. Everyone, check out the Spiky Bits Black Friday post. It's the most popular post of the year. Support these companies. Actually, I heard one of the companies I'm a big fan of, B-Dub Terrain and Forge.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my guys right there. Wait, is there a cat in here? Yep, there's a cat in here. So
Sounds right.
let's take a quick commercial break. Hear from our sponsors. Soon to be added to the list of our stylish commercial break is going to be B-Hawk in the new year. And we're back. Rob looking for his lock. Still.
I really am, because I know the cat's gonna find it.
Yeah, cat's going to find it and it's dead. It's gone. No more lock. So the subject tonight is the best Warhammer models to paint and why. I've got a few people in chat who already answered the question. As a reminder
yeah?
to the live chat, feel free to answer that question so we can come back to it in the Q&A. But it's a great year-ender topic. The
Mhm.
best Warhammer models. We've got categories even. Painting and creativity. What makes a model fun to paint versus technically impressive, right? A newer sculpt actually easier to paint or has more complexity just shifted, right? Like it's all these concepts. So let's talk about these concepts while I get people in chat to answer the question.
Okay.
Rob, what makes a Warhammer model fun to paint versus technically impressive?
Oh, well, I think GW has it kind of down to a science. And
You know what?
you've
Let me
talked-
reframe that. Let me rephrase that. What makes a model Take Warhammer out of it, because you know what? You don't paint a lot of Warhammer models these days. You've
I mean,
got an entirely other interest right now that you paint mostly legions and you may spend MCP. So, what makes a model for you, Rob Bear? This is for Rob Bear. What
Mhm.
makes a model fun to paint versus technically impressive? And you can still include Warhammer in this answer. I just want you to not be pigeonholed.
Right. Well, I think not mundane. I mean, nobody likes to paint the same like line trooper over and over again, right? So, I mean,
Uniqueness, you would say uniqueness.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of why I started the whole. The cat's already here eating my cord to my headphones.
You mean your 50-year-old headphones, the Sony Discman headphones,
I think they are going on 35 years old.
bro? My lady would be so impressed with you. Let me tell her. Let me tell her right now. So Rob is wearing a set of Sony Discman headphones plugged into his computer. He's been wearing them the entire time I've known him. He has kept them since he had a Sony Discman over 30 years ago.
Not Bluetooth.
It's not Bluetooth. It's literally Sony Discman. It came with his little Discman. He's had it the whole
Yeah.
time. And bro, I buy headsets now for like $80 that break in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't make them like they used to, bro.
Was that what was the name of the? No, it was the full on CD one. It wasn't the minis. It was the
The-
full on CD one.
What you
Was
mean?
that
Like,
the Walkman?
you mean like the house stereo? It was a CD.
No.
The CD player was the Discman because the Walkman was the tape player.
Yeah, I didn't have a Sony Walkman. I had the CD one.
Yeah, the Discman. Yeah, the Sony
Yeah,
Discman.
Discman. That was it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was expensive.
Yeah.
I don't have that anymore, but I got the
But
headphones.
you got the headphones, baby.
I think it just stopped working, and like I couldn't fix
Oh,
it.
still plugs in.
It's an auxiliary. It just uses a standard aux. Just
Yeah.
this headphone.
I
I'm
had to
using
replace one of
is aux.
the foamies. I had to buy foamies off of Amazon, but yeah.
She'd be impressed because she knows that like I break things so fast that like Rob is meticulous and he still has his 32-year-old like fucking headset. And the cat's destroyed the cord right now. So
Trying to.
So what makes a model fun to paint versus technically impressive for Rob is uniqueness is his number one answer, right?
Yeah, but not like and not detail for no reason. Like I'm not painting a bunch of pouches.
well,
of
okay,
wolf
well
tails.
that's question two. Are newer sculpts actually use their paint, or are they just, or is the complexity just shift? Right? Is it?
It depends. Like what are you painting? Like, don't glue on all the BS, right? If you don't want to. I mean, if you want to paint it, I'm not
They don't really give you that
I-
option anymore in GW models. Like, there's no gluing
sometimes.
shit on. And
Yeah.
this shit is like it has to be put together this way.
Well, I think the new stuff, like all the Ultramarine stuff, unless it was Ultramarine specific, like for instance, the Assault Terminators, you didn't have to glue on the tabard,
Pouches, the guns.
the cock robes, and the
When we used to build a Space Marine, we chose what to glue on that motherfucker, and we would keep
Yeah.
that motherfucker bare bones, Doug. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Now they say suck it, nerds, and they build it and so they make it in such a way that we have to experience the kit the way they intended, right? And when you say detail for detail's sake, that's a you and I have been using that term like for years, and the biggest like villains of that culprits were like the old Space Wolf shit and the old Blood Angel shit.
oh yeah,
It was literally
Big
just a regular ass dude. Let's put as many bullshit fucking charms and fucking talismans and lucky rabbit's foots on this guy as possible. Let's put as
Yeah.
many blood drop symbol on this guy as possible. It just sucked, dude. It looked like shit. And it didn't make the guy
So
look
much
better,
work.
and it just made you work harder. You know? But now when you paint a Space Wolf, it's very different. Right now,
Oh, then
it's much different.
I mean, if you're doing Space Wolves, don't get me wrong, you're going to be painting some like fur.
Yeah.
Like that's just part of it.
But they put it in the
Well-
right place. It's understated now.
Right. Yeah. The new like the head taker models are.
Yeah,
are
I just
done
painted
pretty
3 of
well.
those. I was actually really impressed.
Yeah,
just
I
painted-
like those. The new Wolfguard.
I've got a full
Terminators.
tutorial on Patreon for painting those.
Oh, I think I saw that.
Yeah. Like we did, yeah, like the old school days. We did all 3.
I mean, even stuff like the new Primarchs. Well, there's not
Speaking of
too
which,
many of them.
I just finished Lion.
Yeah, he's a great example
Lion
because
was going to be my actual, because my answer to this question used to always be Gazgo, the new, the
the
new,
new plastic.
the new era plastic Gazgo.
What do you like about that?
It really showcased the advancements in their plastic injection molding system, where every layer
Hmm.
of that
Oh,
model, like it fit together in such a way that, like, so even though like his arm might be encased in like 4 pistons around his bicep and I won't be able to see half his bicep still exists. You know what I'm saying?
hmm.
And that is very different than how it used to be, where his bicep didn't exist and just like like pewter would just run off into a 90-degree angle to infinity, right?
Yeah.
The fact that his bicep exists and then it is covered by this cylinder and only a little bit speaking out completely changes the feeling and the realism of the model. Like that, I actually feel like his bicep is in that sleeve. You know what I mean? Where it never really felt that way. And so Gazgo was a joy to build and a joy to paint. And it was really one of my first experiences because he's like Primark level. You know what I mean? Like when you think of like how big and magnificent that kit was, that was like one of my first experiences with that kit, with this style. And I was like, this model was fun. It was easy. All the lines are right. Like all the grooves are correct. The
Hmm.
recesses were angled. You know what I mean? Everything was paintable. You know what I mean? And so I just did Lion. Just finished them. Again, full tutorial on Patreon. And so I did Gilliman before, years ago. Gilliman wasn't there. Gilliman
Mm-mm.
isn't where Lion is. Okay? They're not even comparable, bro. Gilliman is just a big ass space marine with too much trim. That's all he is. And a fire sword. The Lion is elegant, understated,
Hmm.
like robes layered on robes. And that's one of the things they couldn't do back in the day. Like it'd be one big robe, again, the 90 angle block off, right? The layering of his robe game is so dynamic that I was blown away. He is just a knightly space marine. There's no over exaggerations in his armor. It's just armor, angled and flawless, right? His trim, minimal. His symbols, glorious, right? Everything is bigger, but scaled correct. He doesn't look goofy like Gilliman does.
Hmm.
He looks like a big ballin' knight. And I just finished him up. It was so easy. I was like kind of intimidated at first. I was like, oh, another one of these. Bro, it was so easy. I got the whole video. I just sub-assembled, focused on the robe game with my airbrush, did some glazing, right? Like I did everything with the airbrush first. Then I just used that as a framework to glaze up, build more volume. And then I just blocked his armor back into black, pre-highlighted it like slap chop with white ink, and then glazed it with transparent green. So it was very dark, right? It was black to white, transparent green, very dark green exploding. Then I just he only has like 12 edge highlights, dude.
Hmm.
He's just a
Yeah.
space marine, mostly covered in robes. But like but if you do it in the right order with the right sub-assembly and an airbrush, it's so easy and so gloriously like clean, bro. He's my new guy. That's my new number one is the Lion.
He's designed very well for sure.
Yeah. But I didn't mean to like spoil my favorite so early, but like also don't need to slow roll you guys for the whole show on which one's our favorite. But if, you know, Rob's answers, like it's like that. It's like he's unique. He's got clean lines. He's not detail for detail's sake. Like that's my guy.
Yep. I think sometimes there's something to be said, even for putting together ETB models, like even if they're push fit, like there's something to be said for that. Even if some of them are going to be relatively the same pose, you know, just the time savings and the monotony breakup, um, it's kind of worth it.
Yeah. Rob, I've got a question. Is there a perfect balance between painting speed and artistic expression in army projects? Like,
Yes. Yes, and I think it depends on what your commitment level is. You know, some people paint one model a year. Some people are like, hey, I gotta paint these updates for my army because competitive scene. Some people are just like, hey, I just the new thing dropped and I want to paint it and play with it. It really just comes down to how much time do you want to spend on it.
That's fair.
And it's hard to gauge that because like there's done and finished, right? So do you try to get it all the way to match your current army? Do you have that kind of time for your event? Or are you just like, you know what, I'm just gonna get it, tabletop ready, at least to the point I can come back and work on it more because of whatever reason.
Rob, what's your favorite model?
I have so many. I have so many. I think currently probably my favorite models are the new Deathcore plastics. Um, I really enjoy those. They're not. They're just the right scale. Where like the Forge World ones are a little too small, a little too smallish. I do like all the upscale stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Um, I enjoy painting the Custodes, because they seem to have figured it out with them like early on. Like, hey, this is the scale, this is the vibe. Let's go. Um, I don't like painting new Primaris. I do like the new Terminators. I don't like the new Primaris. I just think they're a little too plain for my taste. I still haven't figured out what I want to do on the Marine side of things, but um,
I like
I
that answer.
think the one model I really wanted to paint that I wasn't able to paint was the new Avatar model, and I think you did one of those.
I did.
I actually partnered with Castle Brush Studios um, to paint that for me, and I think I bought the model something else. We did some deal. I forget exactly what the costs were. It ended up being more because of the recent tariffs, unfortunately. But I guess that's all a thing of the past now. Uh, um, that model looked pretty dope, and I'm a little sad that I didn't get to paint that one. But they painted it exactly the way that I wanted it, so I was very happy with that. I also like painting knights
Yeah, knights are fun.
and titans.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Big, smooth. I mean, like ever since we got dope at airbrushing, because that's something that
Yeah, it's so easy, and you can do so much.
people don't know. Like, who might be new to the show, but we got a lot of old heads in here. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
our network is pretty much like the old heads, right? Like who've been around since the day one. But if you're coming in, you're brand new. You might not know, but like back in the day, motherfuckers didn't airbrush.
It's true.
Nobody airbrushed. The only guy airbrushing was Brandon Palmer, GMM Studios, and By Painted.
Early on, yeah,
By Painted.
at scale.
That's it. That's it. Two guys, and nobody liked it. So I got into it.
Too airbrushy.
Yeah, I got into it because Brandon encouraged me, and then my mom bought me an Aztec, and then she bought me a Eclipse because she had her eBay store, and I was painting some stuff for her. And with Brandon's Tooliage, I got good at it, and I launched my business in 2010. Then Rob and I hooked up, and I painted some stuff for him. But then Rob just was like, "Well, show me how to do this, dude." I was like, "Bro, it's so fucking easy." Right, but like everyone
It's
online
true.
was like, "You guys are stupid. This shit looks garbage. It's some guy's insult was literally on DACA was literally it's too uniform. It all looks the same." I was like, "How's that an insult, man?" You know what I mean? Like
It was not
so
an insult.
we come from an era where like that wasn't an option. So like we are really attracted to things that we can airbrush, and because we like to put that flair, that transition game into it. Anything that lets us flex a fade is what makes us happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because we don't do that. We don't live in a midtone and just edge highlight everything.
Yeah, and I don't really like that when you don't see the difference or the contrast between the darks and lights.
Mhm.
Like if it just all looks like one thing and there's it's just not for me.
No, it's the thing is, it's not sexy, bro. I always tell people in my course, like it's kindergarten rules, man. Think about
Hmm.
kindergarten, right? Like the guy who stayed inside the lines, strong borders, and clean shades, right? That was kindergarten. That was the top tier guy. But if you came in with colored pencils, you were OP, dude. You know what I mean? It didn't even you couldn't even match. Like, and so airbrushing is that. Everyone's using crayons, you're using colored pencils.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even fair, dude. Like, so flexing sexy transitions is the name of the game at 32 millimeter. Any model that lets you do that is more fun. Now but Gasgol, I didn't do that on. He was black with clean edge highlighting. So sometimes I still enjoy the shit out of an old school clean edge highlight. You know what I mean? But Lion was pure airbrushing magic, dude. You know. So let's jump into these Q&As. Anybody who wants to answer the question still, what's your favorite model and why? John Patrick says the old, this is a good one for you, Rob. The old pewter Uriah Jacobson, the Imperial Missionary. Remember that guy? He said, that's one of my favorite minis of all time. I think it was the pinnacle of pewter mini sculpting, him and the entire Australian line. Dude, my brother was like first to market on that shit.
With the
man.
shoddy.
It was like a third edition, bro. Like he was kind of OP with his crew. Torquemada was involved. Like it was a
I
thing.
think I still have that guy.
Yeah, that was pinnacle.
Did you paint one?
No, dude. No.
Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong dude.
He had a shotty. He had like a beard and like he's missing a tooth and shit.
Like a huge ass banner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, John Baxter says, I was born in the brush painting, shaped by it. I did not even see my first airbrush till I was already a man.
Who do I got? I think I got this guy.
Uriah Jacobson, dude. The dude slap. He was in the Sisters Army, right? Like
Mhm.
at first.
Was there another missionary guy?
Yeah, let us know, John Patrick. Kara Quinn says, my favorite models to paint are armored vehicles. Probably pick the Land Raider. Lots of room to customize weather. Just use all the skills, especially if you paint interiors and crew. You know, goddamn this guy. Kara Quinn, Land Raider, picks Land Raider.
I think it is Uriah Jacobs. Land Raider. Man, I remember that thing when they came out with it, and it's got that little like hinge in there that like would never glue right, so you could open the doors. Eventually they'll redo it, I'm sure, but like it takes a special builder to get that thing to open and close right after you glue it all together.
Facts.
Let me go look in the archive real quick.
He's gonna go check his archive. He needs to know.
Yeah,
if
go
he
look
has
in the
Uriah
archive. I'll be
Jacobs.
right back.
I love it. Bro, that shit was the old dude. Back in the old days, guys, 3rd edition, I had my game store, Ultimate Game Source. We played 1500 point tournament every weekend. My brother always had some nasty shit. He had a fucking Cotiers, Inquisitor Warband bullshit. He had all that nonsense. Crusaders, Jacobson. He was always working that shit. Like, I got traumatized by Jacobson back in the day. Russ, I'm going to talk about yours in a second. Anybody else who wants to answer the question, feel free. We're doing this thing live right now. Favorite model? Why? Oh, he's coming back, guys. You hear him? Can't wait to see what he's got. Oh, he's got his little tray.
Stop eating the cord.
He's about to lose his headset, guys.
What's that?
Your headset getting devoured.
Yeah, it's about to get. She's really into bottles. I'm gonna give her this Fresca bottle, and this is a cat toy. She likes to knock them over. Anyways, I found something, Kenny.
What you got?
I have here one Uriah Jacobs. I think painted by you.
I painted it.
I think so.
Maybe I did. I did paint a Sisters Army once. That's right.
Yep. I think this is from it.
Was that from EJ?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I did real quick. Maybe I did paint one real quick. It was just a sea of red sisters, and I just painted them real quick.
Remember this?
That's crazy. I painted one of those and I forgot.
Yep.
I've forgotten more minis than you'll ever paint.
Maybe.
Is that Greyfax or whatever her name is?
Yeah, you painted this one too.
I painted it for you
I know.
because you were like, I really love that model. Painted for me.
Yeah. I still got it.
Yeah.
Got some of these OG homies. I'm not sure if you painted this
that's
one.
a blast from the past, dude. Damn, dude.
Here's Inquisitor Rex.
Oh, Rex. Yeah, Rex slaps.
Yeah, he's fresh. Anyways,
I didn't paint that. That must have been you.
I think I might have done that guy. I did some extras for these Imperial guys here. But yeah, Uriah Jacobs, definitely one of my faves too.
So Garrett Russell says my new favorite is Cypher and Scarbrand. Garrett Russell.
Huh.
That's tight. Cypher is tight. He should. I mean, I did it. I have a Cypher tutorial as well on YouTube. I mean, on Patreon. I painted one somewhat recently in the last 2 years, and it came out good. And I was in a similar setup to the Lion, and I was actually really impressed by my Cypher. I was like, man, my Cypher fucking slaps, dude. Like he looks so good.
I think I remember that one too.
And Scarbrand is a beast, like for sure. Like absolutely, that's a good answer, bro. Like Cypher is the heat, like fucking dueling pistols, motherfucker. He's always been such a cool character.
Oh yeah.
When I think of Cypher from back in the day, Rob, I think of the Doom Rider. Remember that guy too,
I still have a Doom Rider
bro.
that I painted in the 90s.
Bro, at my game store, Alternate Dimensions, that I used to go to. One of the reasons we left them was because they stopped supporting 40K and just started supporting anime. And all our store credit, week after week, the only 40K model left on the shelf was like 7 fucking Doom Raiders. And we all had Doom Raiders. And we were like, bro, you had to get stuff for us. He's like, we got people buying anime. We're like, nobody likes anime. And then we went and started our own game store.
It turns out people did like anime.
Which is funny because my lady actually used to go to Alternate Dimensions to buy anime. Turns out we were in the same room at the same time at least once or twice because she used to go on the weekends when we used to go. And so the game store might have went out of business because of us taking our business elsewhere. So I may have accidentally ruined her weekends for her.
Oh, that place went out of business eventually?
Yeah, well, because we took our business elsewhere. We used to we were on like 20-man tournaments every Saturday for like years. And he wouldn't buy more 40K stuff. So it's like, we're going somewhere else. Fucking hilarious. She
gotta vote with your hobby dollars.
She just heard me say that. She's like, you did ruin my fucking life. Before we even met. Rottweiler says, OG Lightning Claw. Baby, you know what Lightning Claws are? They're little hands.
No.
Lightning Claws are little hands. That's what this is on this chaos Terminator. It's Lightning Claw. OG Lightning Claws. Kato Sicarius looks like Wolverine. Rottweiler. That's his favorite.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. I think that was like a because he's kind of squatting too. I think that was like a limited like
Games Day.
Yep.
Yeah.
That guy was actually hard to get.
Yeah.
I'm looking him up right now.
If my lady were to answer this question, she would say a Chaos Terminator with a Lightning Claw. She recently painted her first model, Rottweiler. One day she was like, "Man, I'm bored. My games are all done. I did all my dailies." I was like, "You want to paint?" She's like, "Yeah, I do." Set her up on the airbrush. She painted it. She painted. Spent 3 hours on a Chaos Terminator. She's got everything set up. She's at the wash stage, and he's got a lightning claw. I have never been in a relationship. I'm 42, Rob. I've never dated a woman who just said, "Hey, let me paint one of those," and did it.
And you
Yeah,
almost
wow.
made me paint one of those janky ass things you had there.
She's mad because I was like, "Well, I've got this, like my class models that I paint over and over again." I was like, "You paint one of these?" She was like, "Fuck out of here with that garbage." So then I dug around in my drawer and found this Terminator I built that I was going to use for my army and let her paint
Mm-hmm.
it. I converted him to be a lord.
You almost made me paint a janky ass.
Well,
Sorry, baby. I didn't mean to make you paint a janky ass model. Her favorite thing is little hands, so I gave her a model with little hands.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Rottweiler. He says you could use him for like 10 days and then he was gone.
Oh, I didn't remember any of that.
Midwestern Explorer asks, "Will you two be at Adepticon?
Gosh, I hope so.
If we're not at Adepticon, we fucked up.
True.
We have made mistakes. We're going to disappoint a lot of people. Because from what I understand, early word on the street is we might have like 400 players for the long word doubles.
I think they're waiting to figure out exactly how much larger they're gonna make it, but yeah, it's gonna be the biggest one yet, apparently.
Yeah, and last year was the biggest one yet.
I know.
So, yikes. I hope we're going to be there, brother.
We're gonna need to buy some dice.
Kalini's going to make it. He got an Airbnb because, the hotel booked out already. Hotel's all booked out already.
Yeah.
But he's going to jump it. He was like, "Oh, I'll help you judging and painting again." And I was like, "Oh,
Oh, nice.
And he was our head paint judge at LVO. And I was like, "You're going to be on my staff." He's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Oh, you'll see, dude. It's not the same. When we
It's
do
not the
when we
same.
do LVO, we have like 100 players. Kalini did it all.
Oh yeah,
I was like, "We have a staff.
it's a
dude.
team.
You're gonna be on my staff, and you're gonna have a floor manager named Jesse."
Yep.
Like it's completely different, bro. Like, and most of my staff, like Rottweiler's on it too. Most of my staff are my students.
Well, that makes sense.
Like, so we have the most credentialed paint judging staff, in the game, dude. When you think about it, right?
I think yeah, I mean
Like, we have to start like really understanding how good our event is. Remember Matt Aaron said that last week, and he's the current Ren Man, like
Yeah.
most prolific guy. And he's like, it's the best shit. And we're like, "Oh, you're too kind." But then, like, when we thought about it, we were like, we do this for a decade. We're gonna have like 400 players.
Yeah.
That's like a super major, unparalleled. One of the only events in the world that's at that level with hobby scores. And our entire painting staff is like trained painters,
mhm.
like credentialed black belts through the Next Level Painting 101 curriculum. Like, we are the most. It's the most, and it's like we don't even. The thing is, we also have rules people there, but we almost never have to make a rules call. It's like it's at this point, it's one of the best events in the world.
It's convenient.
Like, Rottweiler says could be playing this year. Oh, so I might lose Rottweiler as a judge. He played in Adepticon. That's fair. Kalini can take your place on the staff, so I won't lose anything. He says him and his lady are gonna play in the doubles. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, nice.
That's
that works
awesome.
out.
Okay, yeah. And I'm bringing my wife for Rottweiler, so she's gonna meet all my people. She said she went to LVO and met a lot of people, but she was like, maybe I should go to Adepticon. I was like, I don't know. It's gonna be cold, and it was. But afterwards, I was like, you want to go? The new event, Milwaukee Bard Center. It was tight.
It's nice, yeah.
It was tight. The only thing that sucked was our hotels weren't nearly as tight. But if you give me that Murphy bedroom again, I'll be fine.
Yeah, yes, we'll find out.
I was like in the maid's quarters. It was wild.
It was wild. I don't know if we're staying there or at the other hotel this year because I mentioned something um that maybe the route from the hotel to the game floor was better that way, even though on the map it looks shorter from where we were.
Yeah.
But now that we've been there, it seems
We should
like we
try a
want to
different. We
change
should
it.
try a different one anyway, because like this one, the one we were at, we know wasn't that tight. Even
Well,
though,
yeah.
even though the greatest picture of me was ever taken was in that room, because Rottweiler took that picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
On that Murphy bed.
that poor room.
Yeah. Last one, Andrew, freelancer ASP says, I really enjoy painting the orc scrapjet. Got me to experiment with new techniques and hidden details, like the Grot gunner sealed in the rear. Scrapjet does slap.
Oh yeah. There's man, that was so cool when it came out, all the different kits we could build, and then like the extra you could do to make it just like wild, like X-Wings and all sorts of shit. Um that is a very neat kit. It still holds up to today, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. It started in October.
It was yeah, it might have. I don't
It did. That was they
gosh,
put out their little fake commercial, remember?
don't recall, but I bet I have a post on it.
Like they put out their like, like showroom car dealership commercial.
Oh,
This
yes, I do
October.
remember.
It was that box.
Yeah. I do like the old G-Dub a lot more than the current iteration.
Yeah, John Patrick says he'll bring Fago. Rottweiler says,
Yeah, he
big
will.
question. Will it be like Ocean's 11 again? He had to sneak the Fago past security for us.
It's a whole thing.
It was. It was a
We'll
lot
see.
of work. just to get-
Maybe we can meet up ahead of time and snatch that.
Bro, so we've been sharing the same room as the 40K friendly guys for all the like 10 years.
Yeah.
Their kids used to drink all that Fago, remember?
We did not drink all of it, but they would grab some, that's for sure.
But now those kids are like teenagers.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy, dude. Like,
I think we'd take some back for like mixers and stuff too.
yeah.
There was definitely some made it back. I know I brought some home.
Karen Quinn says Fago Rock and Rye can get me traveling. The pop of my youth. Ugh. Karen Quinn drinks pop.
Yeah, they call it. It's weird, the pop map. If you look at it, it's like Michigan, I think, parts of Michigan, some Midwest, New York, some New England. Depending on what side of the state, it might be called something different. It's so wild.
Everything's a Coke somewhere.
Down south, everything's a Coke. Yeah.
Yep. Fago Rock and Rye. Good Lord. All right. Well, we answered the questions. We did our best. It's the last show of the year. Keeping it chill. Hopefully, you guys are able to maintain and generate some hobby momentum through the holidays. Because I do personally believe that the winter months are the best months to generate momentum because you had the most time to do it. Everyone thinks it's the summer, but you're busy in the summer. You forgot.
Yep.
You forgot you have a family. You forgot you had kids and shit. You forgot you got to go to Disney World and shit. You know what I'm saying? The real time to generate momentum is the winter. So during this winter break, I hope to see everyone generating some momentum, getting some projects completed.
Yeah, I agree. I hope everybody has a good holiday too. I mean, happy
Also
yes.
that, I guess, but
happy, what do you say? Happy Thanksgiving, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, or whatever you celebrate.
yeah.
Everybody have a good one. We'll see you back. What is it? First week we're back? Is that Bourbon and Bolters, like right off the bat?
So I think when we come back, we're going to come back. So the first show we're back is the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bourbon and Bolters is going to be taking place on the 21st. That'll be
So we'll have a couple podcasts then. Yeah.
So we're gonna be back on the 7th. We'll hit the 14th, and then me and Haspel are going to set up a road setup. And I've got actually the road mixer.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll be able to set something up. And I've got a sick laptop that has like all my editing. I can put all my editing stuff on.
Oh, nice.
So I should be able to actually do a full podcast release even from Bourbon and Bolters on the 21st. We might be able to do
that might be cool.
We might be able to do interviews and shit, right?
Yeah, that'd be cool to see.
That's gonna be hype. Matt and Chess says, do a live. Yeah, oh yeah, we're gonna go hard in the crowd. Like you best believe it. We're gonna like me and Hasbro are gonna be drunk, dude. We're wasted. Brad Chester's gonna be there.
Oh,
It's gonna be a
That's
problem.
it.
It's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like we're definitely doing it live. And I'm gonna try to make sure I do my edits in my little room. We'll see. With Brad Chester, 50-50. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. Rob Wilder says, keep Brad alive, please.
oh, lordy, it's
Bro.
too much pressure.
That's a lot. Brad, love that guy.
Are y'all his keeper?
At this point, yeah. Fine.
Oh, well,
Yeah. He'll be fine. Yeah, quick says he'll be fine.
nervous laughter.
Yep. Well, anyway, this is it. 2025, end of the year. It's been baller, as Rob said. Thank you guys for your support as always. Everyone enjoy their holidays. I want you guys to all have a low stress holiday season. Don't let anything affect you guys. Remember, you can only control your reactions to your environment. You can't control other people and other circumstances. That's been my problem for years. Enjoy your time. Do what you will. Have fun. Rob, you want to take us out of here?
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for this one, y'all. Thanks for watching. Make sure to head on over to longwar.net for exclusive content, early access videos, and more. Become a veteran of the Long War today, and we'll see everybody next year.
Outro screen. Let's set some raids up.
Oh yeah, what we got? What we got?
Who's online? Barely battle ready. Let's do it. Let's see what they're into.
Oh yeah, they're there.
Oh, it's a birthday stream. We definitely got to raid these
I
guys.
do. It's a birthday. All right. Birthday. All right. I looked up the tax records. I don't think I have a new neighbor.
Same guy just living in like a hobo now.
I don't know who he is, but he doesn't. The papers are not in order.
Oh. I can relate.
Sometimes it be like that.
Baby, do you want to come over here and say goodbye to everyone? Our outro screen. My wife is gonna say something for the first time. They can't see you.
I'm just gonna.
They can't see you. Only Rob can see you. Nobody can see you.
Don't believe Kenny ever.
That's it. That's all you gonna do. I lifted my mic out of the container to get her on this.
You didn't even. Did you show? Okay, everybody's gone.
They're in there. They can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Should
Goodbye,
probably do
everyone.
this raid the
All
correct
right,
way.
we'll rate it.